Kendrick, I guess. What's that been like? Obviously you were here in the spring. What was that like, just kind of getting used to the defense and getting used to everybody else?
The spring, it was good, new place, so it was a little bit just trying to get to know everybody, but everybody welcomed me in with open arms. As far as the defense, I mean, I've had four defensive coordinators in the last 5 years, three position coaches, so like just learning it wasn't a big factor, and also like some of the stuff we do now, I ran at my past school, so it's really been great, to be honest.
How nice is it to have a familiar face in Donut?
It's great. That's one of my best friends. He been one of my roommate 3-4 years. We came in together at Western Kentucky, so that's great.
How do you get the nickname Donut?
It was a childhood name, so I think you'll have to ask him.
What do personal goals look like for you? I mean, obviously, you come to Baylor. I think there's probably some things you have in mind, and how do you work this offseason to be able to accomplish that?
Some personal goals was I just got to get that ball this year. When the ball go up in the air, I want to do that. Come in here and be a leader, establish myself as a leader, get that C on my chest, and really just being the best person I could be every day. I know it was a younger group last year, so coming in with a lot of experience, just any questions, any way I can help the young guys, that's really was big for me.
What does the competition within that room look like, knowing you got a lot of guys back there for just a few spots?
The competition is big and it's good. It's great, to be honest. I feel like competition in every position is great because it brings out the best in everybody. Even though it's competition, we're tight, and I feel like that's even better, because it's one thing to compete and then try to go apart, but we compete and we all together, hang out together, so I feel like that's good, and it's only going to make us better for the season. How deep we are is only going to help us during the season also. We know whoever is kind of like, I guess, running back of basketball, whoever got the hot hand, that's probably who's going to be that guy, but I feel like everybody's just going to be the best in their role, so we're not kind of looking at that piece.
How do you balance that idea of coming in as the new guy, but technically being one of the more experienced guys all in the same kind of thing?
To be honest, it was hard. Not for around the people, but me personally, because I've been at one school 4 years, so just the change and just like you said, being an older guy but still kind of being new, so it felt like a younger guy. But I mean, it was great I haven't felt that way since freshman year, so to go back to that and have to learn and have to meet new people, it was really good for me because I'm a guy who really don't talk a lot, so it was good for me.
Yeah, when you're coming in, who are you kind of taking notice of in the secondary who already seemed to have maybe a leadership role that you felt you could complement?
Devin Bobby and Devin Lemire, them being two of the oldest guys in the room and having a lot of plenty experience. There were two guys, but a young guy, Carl Williams. I mean, he was a freshman last year, but his leadership, his work ethic, it was major. I feel like it matched my intensity, and I love that.
He's switching positions a little bit there, kind of maybe whatever. How is he taking a step, Carl? That is.
I don't know. I don't know what
I
to
guess
say.
you weren't here last year, so.
No. Let me find out how to put it. I'll say, whatever role Carl's in, he's going to be great. He has embraced every role, and you've seen he's played corner, nickel, safety, and he could do any of them. He could start on any team on all of them. He's unreal. You feel me? I love Carl. Carl is going to be great for us, and he's definitely a major impact player on this defense and team.
How important is it to have players like that who can be versatile, who can be ready to take on a challenge like that?
It's very important. Like me, my last school, I probably played 3-4 positions. Here now I'm playing 2 or 3. So the versatility it's important for football nowadays, especially with new offenses, our offense. Just the season, people get injured, certain stuff happens, so to move stuff around. Me and Carl, not two of the only guys that could do that, but our room, we switch around at the safety spots a lot, switch around in the dime position, so it's really going to be great.
So you could play nickel, you could play, what positions are you mainly looking at?
I'm right now in nickel and free safety.
Free safety?
Yes, sir.
What's it been like having Dave kind of take more of a hands-on approach? What's that been like having him as kind of leading that defensive room? Coach Aranda.
It's been great, to be honest. Like I said before, I mean, the defensive coordinator is my coach, so that's big too. But just having the head coach, instilling this, you don't want to let them down. You don't want to make no mistakes because it's like, that's the head coach. So I feel like that's another thing that's going to bring the best out of the whole defense and the team, to be honest, because when you see the head coach, he going just as hard as you for a defense, and the great mind he is, it makes you want to get stuff right. It makes you want to go with more effort, and Yes, sir.
You talked about, you've had a lot of defensive coordinators, a lot of voices in your college career. Is there some way that Dave Aranda has explained something where, like, well, his mind just works different in terms of football?
To be honest, on my visit, before I even committed, it was like, wow, like, you know, I've been around a lot of great DCs, a lot of smart DCs, but I feel like he's different. You know, I watched him when I was young at LSU, you know, that was one of my dream schools, but like, I didn't know how smart he was then, but like, just to sit in the room, just to hear him talk, man, it's unreal. I feel like he's definitely top one of the most smartest defensive coordinators I have, for sure.
Anything else, Kendrick?
Can you sense urgency in this team? I know you weren't here last year for how that season went, but coming in, you know, as a new guy, can you sense urgency within this group?
Most definitely. I've seen the urgency with this whole team and the coaching staff. To be honest, like I said, I'm an older guy, so on my visit, it was kind of easy. I know like everything was genuine. I seen like the plan we had and just the people we were bringing in, the way the NIL for the younger guys coming up, just the changes that was made. I felt it just took just the right pieces where we could get to that next step. And me personally, I was at a G5 school, so just I guess I'll say the underdog feeling, I'm all down with that. You feel me? I'm with that. So just the plan he had and just the people he had, I was definitely up for it.